What's up, y'all? It's poppin'. It's D. About to react to this vid by Law and Crime Network. It's titled "Shocking Photos Show Ruby Frank, Jody, whoever, crime scene house." So this is concerning the 8 passengers lady, and this is the body cam footage from when she got arrested, and apparently there's evidence showing what took place in that household. Very sick situation. Let's see what's on this vid. Let's watch.
Jody? I need you to step out.
I have my attorney.
That's great. Step out of the house.
No, I'm not going to step out of the house.
Step out of the house. Step out of the house.
Whoa.
We're just going to step out. There we go.
Wait a minute, how do you come to my house?
Okay, just place your hand on your back for me. Perfect.
The arrests and subsequent convictions of former mom influencer and vlogger Ruby Franke, as well as her business partner Jody Hildebrandt, continue to make headlines across the nation. The two have been behind bars since August, after Franke's 12-year-old son escaped through a window of what some would refer to as a house of hell and went to a nearby home asking for help. The young boy, who we are referring to as RF, can be seen visibly thin with the shirt he's wearing draped over his body. He has no shoes, only in his socks, and can be heard asking the homeowner, "Can you take me to the police station?"
Yes. Hi, I was just wondering if you could do 2 favors. Well, what are they? Taking me to the nearest police station. Well, actually, just one's fine. What's going on, son? Have a seat there. It's personal business. Have a seat.
I'm like, well, what is it? What do you want? But then he like, oh wait, this is serious.
What's your name? How'd you get here?
The house RF escaped from was hundreds of miles away from his family's home in northern Utah. The man who called 911 to help RF said the home he escaped from actually belonged to Jody Hildebrandt. Hildebrandt's neighbor then can be heard making an emotional plea to a 911 dispatcher.
You know there's been problems at this neighbor's house. He's emaciated, he's got tape around his legs, he's hungry, and he's thirsty. He asked us to call the police. So he's very afraid. This kid has obviously been... I think he's been detained. He's obviously covered in wounds. We need the cops here as soon as possible.
Police and EMTs respond to the scene, where they are seen treating RF inside an ambulance.
Who put the ropes on you?
He reportedly told the officer Hildebrandt wrapped him in the duct tape and saran wrap.
Police officers, open up!
Period. Get them.
Got movement right here. Right there. Contact. Got movement. Open the door! Jody? I need you to step out.
I have my attorney.
That's great. Step out of the house.
No, I'm not going to step out of the
Step
house.
out of the house. Step out of the house.
Whoa.
We're just going to step out. There we go.
Wait a minute, how do you come to my house?
Right there.
They come into my house.
Just have a seat right there.
Do you have a search warrant?
Have a seat right
Do you
there.
have a
Shut the
search
hell
Have
up.
a seat right there. I'll explain everything after. Have a seat right there.
Do you have a search warrant, sir?
Control 12x11. Can you hold the air? We're searching the house.
They
I
don't
can
need a
tell you
search
what's in the
warrant
house.
Okay.
when it's extreme.
Just have a
like
seat
this.
right there for me.
Or maybe
Do you
they
have a
do get
search
one
warrant?
We'll
quick.
explain it after this.
You can't just come into my house without a search warrant.
We'll explain everything after this, ma'am.
But that's not the only information RF shared with authorities. He said he believes 2 of his siblings are still trapped inside the home.
But she said she lives over here. I was like, all right. He's like, well, I'm just on the phone with my sergeant right now. Like, we're going to try to find the kid for you.
We need to identify that house, and if there's 2 other kids there, we need to go do a security sweep of that house and help them.
12x17,
What the fuck
11.
is
Can you
wrong
get
with
over
these
here?
people?
During the search, police find one of RF's siblings, who we are referring to as EF. She was found inside a closet with her head shaved, sitting on the floor in complete silence,
Oh my
visibly
goodness.
afraid to leave.
Hi, I'm a police officer. Are you going for the union?
Hey, you okay? Is this just you in here? I'm Sergeant
Her
Tobler.
head shaved?
What's your name? I just have one. Where's your sister at?
Contact boy.
You okay?
She was just in this house by herself?
You doing okay? You don't want to talk to me? Yeah, that's okay. Can you come with me though?
EF sat in silence for hours, but responded to officers when they asked if she was hungry, as they were later seen giving her a small pizza, which she is seen eating the entire thing. Officers and emergency responders tried for hours to get her to leave.
You don't want to talk? Okay. There's nothing at all you want to talk about at all? It's okay to talk to me. Are you scared? What?
She ultimately walked out with the emergency responders and was later rushed to the hospital. Investigators searched the entire home but didn't find another Frankie sibling. And now, as prosecutors have released a trove of evidence, we're getting more of a glimpse into what else officers found inside Hildebrandt's home. Investigators took hundreds of photos inside the home. Some photos show a fully stocked pantry and cabinet of food, including canned food, cereals, and peanut butter, despite both RF and EF being found severely emaciated at the time. Investigators also discovered rope throughout the 10,000 square foot house, including in the bedrooms and bathrooms. Next to the rope in the bathroom was a reported mixture of honey and cayenne pepper used in the most gruesome way possible. The mixture was put on RF's wounds, then wrapped in plastic and duct tape. Located near a stack of journals was rolls of duct tape, which was used to bound the children's hands and feet, as well as saran wrap. In the bathroom, officers also found surgical sponges, medical tape, and bandages. In one of the many bedrooms in the home was a small trampoline reportedly used as a form of punishment. The punishment reportedly involved making the children jump on the small trampoline for hours outside in the blistering Utah summer. In the basement, investigators found storage bins, several stacked boxes, and different sets of weights, which was also used as a form of punishment, as the children were bound to the rope, which was then tied to the weights. Nearby was an apparent safe room, and inside the room was a single bed and mattress, a mini kitchen, and more rope inside one of the drawers. When police pulled the rope out of the drawer, it was attached to handcuffs used to bound the children. Investigators gathered several bags worth of evidence. During the search, Hildebrandt never once asked about the safety of Frankie's children. Frankie herself, who drove hundreds of miles to Hildebrandt's home, also reportedly never asked if her own children were okay. When Frankie is carted off to the back of the squad car, she seems stoic, still not saying a word.
Very cold and stoic.
Just so I could tell them I'm transferring. Okay. Control traffic 13.
What an evil person.
I'll be transferring Ruby to number 12. I'll give you my beginning here in a minute.
Has she been sentenced yet? She needs to get life.
When police questioned Frankie, she remained relatively tight-lipped and a blank stare, only saying one thing: she'll wait for a lawyer.
We're just here to talk to you about kind of a few things involving your kids. So first, do you live down here, or? Or do you live up north?
Oh my goodness.
Do you want to talk to me about where you live, or how many kids you have?
Girl, doesn't save you.
So we just spoke with your husband, and he said you guys have 6 kids. Are those all together? Are those all your kids? I can wait all day, so it's up to you if you want to talk to us about what's going on. Would you feel more comfortable talking to one of us?
Maybe you want me to step out if you want.
Or if you feel more comfortable talking to him, I can step out.
I'll wait till I have a lawyer.
Okay. So you don't want to talk to us at all?
Wow.
you want to answer that? Or you don't want to talk to us about anything?
This is
So,
the
yeah, this is just your
reaction
chance to
of
tell
the
us
serial
who's trying to
killer.
get your side of the story. So it's your chance to do that. But it's up to you. We're just here to talk. And I mean, I'm not asking any criminal questions. If you don't want to talk to us, just let us know and we'll be done.
What is she ain't saying shit? What is
We'll
the
wait for her
other
attorney.
How long you lived here in Highlands? 6 years. The same house? Wow. You married? See?
Where'd you move from?
It's County.
And how long were you up there for?
I'm a little nervous.
You're you know, to be honest with you, if I was sitting over there, I'd be a little nervous too. So don't worry about it. We're just here to talk, to get your side. And right now we're
You
just
should
asking
be nervous.
you
You getting some time.
just typical questions, like how long you lived here, that kind of thing.
I watched too many detective movies.
How yeah?
Which one's your favorite?
Me too. You can't honestly. I sit there and I'm married and I sit there and watch those with my wife and I say that like we don't. That's not how we do it. Hey, that's not right. So don't take. There's some good ones out there. Don't get me wrong, but most of them are probably a little off base. We're not as mean. I won't get up and beat you up.
He's trying to be a good
We don't
cop.
do that.
We just want to get to know you a little, so if you just kind of want to share a little about yourself and what brought you down here. And
So I trust my attorney. He said, don't say anything. And I said, I have nothing to hide. And he's like, I know that, but just let me be there with you when you talk. So you guys seem nice people. I'm not trying to hide anything. I'm not trying to be difficult. This is really, if you knew all the pieces, I think you'd have a lot of empathy for what's going on.
That's really
that's what we're looking for. And you're an adult, and the thing about our interview, if we ask you any questions that you don't want to answer, you can just tell us, I don't want to answer that question. But we do want to have a basis and an understanding of what's going on in that home, or what went on up north that brought them into your home.
Yeah, no,
And
high.
so
You
if you want to
forgot
share any
that
of that and you don't want to answer any other questions, that's okay.
I'd like to just tell you, but I don't know who you are. I don't know if you're gonna flip my words. I don't know.
And that's the good thing about cameras. Everything, it's pretty much double recorded, audio, video, and it's for the safety of for you and for us, because we don't want to flip your words. And this will all be pretty much right there to support you. So we're not going to use anything against
My attorney would
you.
be so insistent then. He's an honest, good man, goes to church. I trust him. Why would he say that to me then?
I don't know your attorney, to be honest.
Well, I'm just saying he's a
He's
good
good.
honest man.
Yeah, I don't
And I'm an
know.
honest person as well, so we get along great. And he just said, do not say anything.
Maybe just as an attorney,
They always say that.
they always want to be with their client. I'm not sure, but like I said, at any time, if you don't want to answer a question, you don't have to. So the ball's really in your court on what you do want to answer and what you don't. So,
Well, I think it looks bad that I don't want to answer anything, but it's not because I'm trying to be difficult. I'm really hanging on what he told me to do.
Yeah, who's your attorney?
Adam, his father's an attorney, his brother's an attorney.
Is he local?
Yeah.
Is he? I don't know.
On the street of the town
They
hall.
look real good.
Well,
They all
Jordan,
have the same name.
the whole reason we're sitting here today is there's a lot of questions we have that we just maybe misunderstandings that we just need to clarify.
I know, and I'd love to tell you if you were here, because I don't know, I don't know what's gonna happen with what I say. You know, I'm a psychologist. I watch people flip things all the time. So I get it. I sit on your side. I get it. I wish people didn't do that, but they do.
well, if you're not willing to answer any of the questions about yourself, would you be willing to answer any questions maybe about Ruby or Kevin that you could help us understand? We just honestly want to understand what their dynamic is, what happened to the
Why you about to
children,
cry,
what
lady?
caused their
You're
separation.
guilty.
And after talking to Kevin, it sounds like you know a lot about their dynamic and their relationship. So if you could help us understand that at the least, that would be awesome. And that's nothing incriminating towards yourself because it's not pertaining to you. So if you could help us understand that.
After both Hildebrand and Frankie were arrested and charged with several counts of felony child abuse, recorded jail phone calls revealed another grim picture that both showed no remorse for anything Frankie's children went through.
I'm wondering if they went to Sherry to ask her questions. These bookings are public.
I know they are. And a couple months ago, Business Insider was reaching out to me, and I ignored their email, but I'm going dark.
This is a witch hunt.
BYU. I'm not at BYU anymore, so I don't know how they're going to find me.
Yeah, maybe it was a ghosting. This is a witch hunt. This devil's been after me for years. Adults have a really hard time understanding that children can be full of evil and what that takes to fight it.
What?
You've seen what it takes to fight evil. It's not the person you're fighting. And it can look like something it's not. You've been there, you know that.
Is she implying the kids
so
are evil?
I don't know any adults who are going to see the truth. So
Oh, this woman
I'm
is
calm about this, and I
insane.
just pray that you'll hang in there. But it was
Is that the Ruby lady?
everything got taken out of the house, and it's in a storage unit so that I could come to jail.
Or is that her?
It sounds crazy, but it really feels that way. And I don't know if I'm going to be like some kind of example, but when I get out of here, I have a story to tell, and I'm going to try to do everything I can to protect the children, because that's what's happening, is that kids are being just horribly abused.
All right, I'm gonna stop right there. I'm a little confused about who was talking and what they were referencing, but it seemed like in the last clip that was the mama, the Ruby lady, and it seemed like she was trying to say that the kids were evil and that the adults, so the cops or whatever, they wouldn't be able to see the evil in the kids. So I guess she's trying to justify what she was doing by saying that they were the evil ones. What type of insane psychotic behavior and thought process? I need to look more into this. This sounds a lot darker than I thought it was. Y'all let me know what y'all think though. Let me know what other videos you've been watching. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.